Hey, Thierry Alexander here from thierryvalexander.com. I help entrepreneurs and network marketers create faster results with less stress so you can enjoy life fully and healthily. Today in this episode number 4, I'm going to talk to you about personal branding and how to position yourself as an authority so you can create faster results with less stress in less time. If you're new here, consider subscribing because every single week I come up with a new video training and a free resource that you have access for free so that can empower you in your own way. This week, because we are talking about personal branding and how to position yourself as an authority so you can create more results faster with less stress in less time, I created a resource which is the 4 branding element guide. That will be available below this video and it will really share with you what are the 4 elements that you have to think about to brand yourself and make yourself looking like an authority for people to be attracted to you. If you want to learn more about this training, stay tuned. And if you think that this video could benefit any of your fellow entrepreneurs or fellow network marketers or friends or salespeople or real estate people or whoever, feel free to share that video with them and then that will give them value and they'll be really thanking you for that. Self-branding is something that I am really passionate about and I really believe in because it is really powerful. Did I say really? It's really powerful to create something around you and make a brand out of you. And so people, when they see you and listen to you talking about a particular topic, they will buy into you. You probably heard that saying that people buy into people, they don't buy into things. And this is why it is one of the most important things that you could do to yourself within your business. But what is personal branding? As I just said, personal branding is creating something around you and that you are unique, and even if you are affiliated to a company, if you are promoting a company's products or service, or if you do makeup tutorials, like I used to be a makeup artist and I had a lot of fellow makeup artists that used to do makeup tutorials on YouTube, and you probably have seen some of them. If you do any of that, then creating a personal brand is that you will do yourself a favor by branding yourself rather than showcasing someone else's product. And why is this? It's very simple. That's something that I didn't really thought of a long time ago when I started working in the network marketing industry, and I was promoting the product of the company. I was putting it on my social media, and I was featuring the product and looking salesy and lamey and all those things that you don't want to be, but you become when you are actually promoting someone else's product and showcasing, here's my product and here's what's in there and you should buy it and here's the promotion and buy one get one free, and that type of things is overdone and it's overrated. People don't like to be sold. They love buying for sure. People love clicking their Amazon account. My Amazon account is, my basket is constantly full, but I don't like to be sold. And surely you probably don't like to be sold. So if you don't like to be sold, you can imagine that no one else likes to be sold either. What I realized when I came across online marketing and self-branding, I realized how much power I would give to my brand, to my business, to myself, and to my clients and my audience by actually providing more value to them. without posting all over my social media the product that I'm selling basically, or the service. You might think, okay, that's all great, and it might already make sense to you, and I hope it does, that branding yourself is so much important. But you might ask yourself, how? How do you start? How do you do that? And what are the steps that you've got to go through in order to create your own brand? In the guide that I've created this week for you, the 4 branding element guide, will share that with you, but I'm going to go through them with you today on this video training. However, something else that also is important in self-branding is that when you are affiliated to a company or promoting someone else's product, you have no control of what can happen. For example, imagine the company you are representing, and that company is vanishing. They are going bankrupt, or they just decide to close down, or whatever happened, and they just go out of the blue somewhere else, or they close down and you have lost everything. And the only thing that you have promoted and showed your people is that product or that service. When that company is gone, that means your business is gone as well. And you have to rebuild yourself from scratch, give you authority again with another product. And that creates less of a trust in people's mind, because they will think, look, if you already went with a company, they crashed down, it didn't work, and you failed because of them, etc., and now you're going with another company, how are we sure that it's going to be the good one, it's going to work? Whereas if you brand yourself, doing the steps that I'm going to share with you, you are going to be empowered 1,000 times. Right? And this is what I want for you, because since I've been doing it myself, I've attracted more people into my business, people asking me what can I do for them, rather than me chasing, prospecting people to ask them whether they would be interested in hearing what I've got to offer. This is really, really, really powerful and important to be aware of. Now, what are the 4 branding element steps? The first one is that you have to clarify who is your target audience, who is your ideal audience that you want to share your opportunity or your product with, or your service with. Who are they? Where do they live? What do they do for living? What do they like for leisure? What do they maybe eat? What do they, what is it that they are interested in, even maybe in terms of books, magazines, TV shows? Getting to know your audience is very, very important. And let me tell you something. I used to think that everyone was my customer. Everyone was my potential customer. And then I could sell to everyone, because this is also something that has been said to me, that was part of the training that I had in a previous experience. And many companies around, in fact, are saying these things, that everyone out there is your potential customer. But that is the key word, potential customer. And I heard also, I was told, everyone with a pulse, or everyone with skin and hair. And you might have heard and been told the same type of jargon. Yes, they are potential, but they won't be all your customers. Even the big companies such as Amazon, Facebook, YouTube, even those big companies don't have everyone as customers. Facebook has 1.7 or 1.3 billion people on their platform, and we are something like 6 or 7 billion on this earth, right? So you can do the math and the percentage that it is. Amazon is very similar in that sense. So you can imagine that not everyone's going to be your customer. There's so many competition, people like other products and all this. So this is why it is best to find the audience that suits you and that you can serve and inspire and be an authority for. How do you do that? The way you can clarify who's your audience, as I said, is to find out who they are, what type of age range they are part of, and what they do. Who is it that you want to serve? Are they moms? Are they parents at home? Are they busy professionals? Are they, I don't know, who are they? What I tend to realize when I went through this process myself is that somehow, as I was going through each steps on how to recognize and clarify who is my perfect ideal audience, I realized along the way that they were very similar to who I am. So in fact, the questions were almost thrown back at me, and I was like, actually, who am I? What do I do? What sort of age bracket I am? And I mean, it doesn't mean that you have to serve someone who's exactly like you and the same age and all this, but very important to find your audience, and that's a whole training in itself, which I could eventually do. The second point in the four branding elements is to provide content, valuable content to your audience. So you find your audience and you create content to them. For example, if you are in a company that does weight loss or makeup and skincare, then create content, valuable content around those topics, health and wellness. Do some, I'm not saying that you have to have a blog, that's great because that's actually a new business card in my opinion these days, and you have more control. But on your Facebook, you can do Facebook Lives, and you might be uncomfortable with Facebook Lives, but that is what will propel your business and scale it to the next level. If you do Facebook Lives or even any post with a video, just make sure that you provide content. For example, if you're in a weight loss, you could talk about what are the 5 best ingredients to lose weight. And you could talk also about prep meal. You could talk about plenty of other topics in this category without necessarily talk about your business, product or service, and make sure that you're serving. So your audience will be then pleased to hear from you. They'll be looking forward to your content, and they will actually ask you questions. There's plenty of method and techniques on how you can create content and make your people attracted to you. But again, that's another training. However, I'm going to give you a tip within those 4 branding elements today. The third element of branding yourself is to be transparent. So what does transparent mean? It is all about being you. You might have heard, the factor of know, like, and trust. This is what you want from your audience. You want them to know you, know who you are, like you, and trust you. And this is why providing valuable content will make them trust you. It will make them feel that you're not there just to sell them or just to try and convince them in something. Being transparent is all about being in alignment with yourself. And guys, I always talk about the mind and the body being aligned, and I love everything which is around mindfulness. And this is what it is about. You want to be sure that you are exposing yourself naturally, that you are you. This is the beauty of creating a branding for yourself, because from then on, you don't have to care about who is thinking what about you and what is it that they want you to do. You just do you, and from doing you, you will actually attract your tribe, the people that like your style, the people that want to hear what you have to say, the people that relate to you. And this is the magic behind it. You just are yourself, and people will come to you, and the rest, it doesn't matter. You know, they'll go to someone that they can relate to better, and that is totally fine. As we said earlier, we cannot have everybody in our business. The third branding element is to create curiosity. That relates to what I was saying earlier. You want to provide content value, and by providing content value, people are going to come to you and asking you questions. I told you that there are some techniques on how to come across nice, approachable, as an authority, and while providing value, but at the same time making people interested in knowing more and wanting to be noisy, as we are naturally as human beings. And one of the ways to do that is by creating curiosity. So you can say, going back to the example of the ingredients or the food that can help to lose weight, if you're in health and wellness or weight loss program, you can say, I'm going to share with you, then you share with them the 4 foods or 5 foods or whatever foods that you said you were going to share with them that's going to help them lose weight. So you give them value, and you can say, hey, and you know what? There is one of the product that I love, which is something that I use myself, and it's amazing. And if you want to know more, then feel free to put a comment in the section below, or drop me a line, give me a phone call, whatever your process is. Drag those people into your process. Tell them what to do in order to reach out to you, and then find out the solution. And so at least what happens there, when like I was saying at the beginning of this training, you get more control, because if you are plastering the link of your company, if you are just posting a photo of the product that you want to sell, which is great, you know, everyone needs to eat, everyone needs to pay their bills, and everyone needs to work, and this is why you're running a business, and that's great. But the thing is, if you put that on Facebook or on your social media, what people tend to do is to go and do their own research, and you know what happens. Most of the time, they find some sort of negative stuff that has been said about your product or service, and you don't ever hear about them. And in fact, you won't even know that they actually went to do some research on that product, and they won't even tell you what they think about it. Whereas if you create curiosity, if you say, contact me if you want to know more, and I'm more than happy to give you more information, then you can start a process where you can follow up, you can ask questions, what they want to create, and make sure that you know they are interested. So that is very powerful, and that's one of the elements that will be making people attracted to you. These are the 4 branding elements, key element that I wanted to share with you today, that is going to help you create a branding for yourself, and to basically position you as an authority, create faster results with less stress in less time. And believe me, if you implement a few things of what I've share with you today, then you will have some responses very quickly. In conclusion, we have 4 key elements to branding. The first one is to find out who's your ideal audience is. Who do you want to talk to? Who do you want to attract? And who do you want to serve? The second element is to provide valuable content to your audience. Make sure that it's not always around the sales speech and making people feeling like they are being sold something or wanting to join the team or something like this. The call to action can be, like my page, for example. The third key element to self-branding is to be transparent. Be you. Remember the know, like, and trust factor. That's what you want people to feel about you. You want them to know you, to know who you are, build a relationship with them, to like you. You want them to like you, like your style. So you attract your tribe. So that's going to be natural if you are yourself. And you want them to trust you. So they can then, when they trust you, they will buy anything from you, because as we said, people buy into people, they don't buy into things. The fourth key element to self-branding is to create curiosity in your post or in your interaction with your audience. So not to mention the name of your brand, company or product, just talk about the benefits of what the products are doing and providing, and then ask them to reach out to you for more information if they want to. I hope that helps. Let me know if this is of value to you. I hope it is, because every single week, I put my heart to create valuable content to you, for you. And I hope it really helps you enhance your business, your knowledge, and your empowerment, so you can really take even more control and create more faster results in your business with less stress. If you did enjoy this training, then feel free to share it with your teams, with your fellow entrepreneurs, your fellow network marketers, anyone that you think may benefit from these tips, whether they are in sales or in any type of entrepreneurial business. And they will probably thank you for that. If they have little results and they want to create more and they love what they're doing, but they don't know what else they have to do in order to create more, then feel free to share that if you think that was valuable, and they will thank you for that. Question of the week: what is the product or service that you are selling, that you are offering to your audience? Let me know in the comment section below, because that will allow me to tailor some training videos just for you and make sure that it will be useful in your business and in everything that you're doing. So what is the product or service that you are offering, or the business opportunity that you are sharing with people? Let me know. Remember, you have access today to the free resource, which is the 4 branding element guide that will share with you the 4 elements that we've been talking through in this episode number 4. This will be something that you can put alongside with you whenever you are doing your online marketing or posting or Facebook Live, so you can remember what is it that you have to do in order to be congruent with your self-branding and make sure that you're coming across as someone of trust and value. To have access to it, just click the yellow button below, and that will be sent directly to your email box in the next few minutes. If you are on my YouTube channel, click anywhere the button is, and in the description section I will actually put for you the link of this episode, which will direct you to my blog, And below this video on my blog, you will see a yellow button, and this is where you can download the 4 branding element guides for free. Have a great time and see you very soon.